All right, Fatboy FadeAway Sports, episode 252. I got Mr. Positivity here. It's going to be a new leaf is turned over. Maybe one with Terrell. He's rocking a McFadden jersey, trying to build up some confidence in a 2-win team. We'll talk about them for a short amount of time. Casey with us as well. Gentlemen, late Merry Christmas, as we were saying before we getting on there, close to the new year, 2026. What the hell? Oh, my God. Whenever I'll see old movies or something like that, or old TV shows that are just on, and they'll be like somebody hiding underground or something. I'm like, what happened? He's like, Y2K, man. I'm like, oh, that's so long. Like, that, it wasn't even a thing. So it's just crazy to think 26 years later, we're already past that. But so yeah, a lot to get into. We'll get some NFL talk, obviously, here. I got some NBA. I want to get Terrell's thoughts on the college football playoffs. I saw you tune into the show last week. We kind of dove deep into the college football, which we don't do as often here with the two of them. Of course, we'll finish it up with some winners and losers. Terrell, before we got into like some of the matchups this week and some of the news and notes, I kind of wanted to, and that might be a reflection, this conversation, of what we saw this last couple weeks. But who for you is the most disappointing team, or maybe player, or like it kind of maybe a combination of, so for you so far in the NFL?
Disappointing team
in terms of like you just were expecting maybe a little bit more. It's like, so for me, I kind of thought they were going to do bad, but it was the Lions for me. I kind of was a little suspect, and they kind of fell back to somewhere I thought they were. Is there maybe a team or a player like that who kind of were like, man, they didn't give anything?
A disappointing team, I think that I would probably put there is probably the Atlanta Falcons. I had a lot of faith in their defense stepping up, a lot of young talent there, and I thought, this was going to be Bijan's year to break out. I mean, Kyle Pitts is starting to show up a little bit toward the end of the year, but I just thought these young offensive weapons were going to come along with Michael Penix, a true starter this year. I thought the Falcons were going to do a lot better than what they've done.
Yeah, that's a good one. I kind of overthought them a little bit too. I thought the Bijan factor might be. Penix always had me a little nervous there with it. Casey, how about for you, most disappointing team?
I guess I would say the Buccaneers, because they got off to such hot start. I think they're 5-1. They just pretty much crumbled. It's been two tails of a season, really. I mean, Todd Bowles is losing his mind right now, just trying to do anything, just get a win right now, really, for those guys. I mean, they've been banged up like all year. Like Bucky was out, Godwin was out, Evans was out. So I mean, don't get me wrong, Baker's been playing hurt pretty much in the last like half of the year. But just the way they started and the expectations, and now on the verge of not even making the playoffs, I would say the Bucs.
Mr. Positivity.
Man, you started off with a real negative
I know. I said
here.
It's not about the Niners. It's not about the Niners.
No, it's not the Niners. I gotta go the Chiefs.
Yes, there we go. That's positive.
6 wins. Yeah, it was fine. It was a great season for me as far as the Chiefs go. I thought the Chiefs would be better. I think we all did. Obviously, there was a chance to fall off, but the defense has performed at a level that should win games. The offense is, whether they've lacked weapons, whether Mahomes has been great at times still. You could still see that he's a great player. But I've never seen a player who's been in a GOAT conversation, been healthy, and missed the playoffs. Yeah. And the defense isn't like a bottom-tier defense. So, I just think that whole situation has been really disappointing. And then Kelsey's fall-off has been a sharp decline.
You used the word swift decline. That surprised me.
I'm not that clever, Darren. Damn it.
I thought you might go there. I also kind of wanted to add, this goes back to the beginning of the year, probably more of a management thing. The Vikings, they had Darnold there, then they let McCarthy go, or they played JJ there, I should say. And I always was a little unsure about him, let's put it that way. And I thought that team's been pretty disappointing as well. So I don't know. Hey, what do you think about the Chiefs, Terrell? Do you think Kelsey's done? Like, for sure, you think this was his final year? And do you think Reed would be done, or do you feel like he's going to hang on for a few more years?
No, Reed's going to be around as long as Patrick Mahomes is around. Whenever he's got that golden goose to ride on, he's going to stay there for a minute. Kelsey, I'm not sure. Kelsey seems like he would want to announce at the beginning of the year to me that this is gonna be his final year. So Taylor Swift can write a song about it. They can sing about it in their stadiums and everything, and he can get his little swan parties and stuff, get some notoriety before he goes out. I mean, he could be done, but I just feel like he's got to give it one last hurrah and let everybody know that this is my last hurrah, so he can get his little curtain calls every game that he plays.
Derek Jeter thing where he goes to every stadium and they get
Yeah, right.
we're gonna get this. We gave you a couch, but that's remember that you get a chair. I was like, my God, this guy. T, he looked like he was done for sure. There at the that's gonna be the biggest, and it's weird because you have the Ravens not in it as well. We talked about that. Feels like a great opportunity for the Bills again. I keep saying that for them. If there was a year for them, it's set up even with that one seed. I'm not sure that would be. Where do you kind of stand with the Lions a little bit, T? I wanted to get your thoughts on them because I was at the beginning of the year. I was like, it just feels like it could be Goff. I still don't have all that trust in. They have great players. I mean, like Gibbs is awesome. St. Brown is awesome. Goff is just. Did it fall back on him, or was it the defense? Where did you see it went wrong?
I don't think it was Goff. I think it was just the coordinator. Like, you lose two coordinators, it's tough.
Yeah.
Like, the bounce back. Obviously, Dan Campbell taking over the play calling midway through the season. I think they were playing some bum team, and they had like 45 points, and it was like, oh, look at Dan Campbell call. And then since then, it's been the same old bad. Goff obviously has a ceiling, but they should be able to still win games. But they've been hurt. The defense has been banged up. Both their safeties have been out. And they're both studs, and Kirby Jones and Deion Branch. They're Brian Branch.
Yeah,
they've just been hurt. I think they'll bounce. I think they're going to be okay next year. I do. Goff. I wouldn't want Goff as my quarterback.
So there is a ceiling with them. Did they? I guess the thought then Terrell would be: did they just They go way over the top the last 2 years, or were they actually that good, or were they just the natural regression of NFL teams? I don't know. That's kind of a weird one for me because next year, it could be the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think a lot goes on Jared Goff, man. I mean, that's a lot of turnovers, man. I mean, he fumbles a lot. He throws a lot of picks. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, when your window's as tight as the Lions are and their secondary's banged up, you just can't turn the ball that over many times, dude. I mean, they should probably
five times.
Yeah, 5 times, 3 fumbles. Like, that's a lot. Like,
oh my God, that's so bad.
But that's one game. You're holding the whole season on one game.
No,
like if you look at his, games, Tyler, you want to look at his numbers. They're great.
Turnovers, like it's not a one-off with him, man. He has like 3 games this year where he has more than 3 turnovers.
He has 10 turnovers all year.
And then what were he also probably has a couple games of blow up stats where he has more stats than he should, right? Because of what you were just saying. Yeah, Terrell, get it on this.
Hey, I'm going to continue on with my my positivity and everything. Especially, I'm going to agree with Mr. T-Mac right there. I think it was definitely the injuries on the defense that hurt. And the offensive line was missing. You can see that the running game was not the same. I mean, Montgomery was still pounding for certain things, but he had to fight even harder to get those. Gibbs is just a freak athlete. So when he busts he busted. But that offensive line was still banged up. And that defense was mortified by injuries. I mean, they were just murdered. I don't think Goff played that bad at all, actually. I think he was, like Tyler said, it's just 10 in terms of interceptions or whatever that for the year or whatever. But I think Goff was all right. I think he was all right.
Now, if they had Purdy, would they be in the black?
It'd be the exact same story.
That's what, if they had Shanahan, would they be in there?
Stop being bad. Stop being bad.
I do think the Niners,
Positivity.
I think the Niners are, obviously we've been hard on them. I know Terrell and I at times we kind of mess, but it's hard not to ignore. They're also, the coaching job Shanahan's done, the way they've. And I think McCaffrey gets a huge part of this. And Saleh, to me, is the other biggest factor. Like, I think his experience going to the Jets as the head coach, getting to see different ways that people play things. Because I felt like the Niners defense, when it was him, T, you could correct me if you're wrong, they were really good, but they always seemed to play the same style a little bit. And I feel like now he's more adept to playing different styles based on the opponent. and using the pieces he has. I mean, without Warner, without Bosa, he's still been able to kind of figure it out, build the guys up. I think he's the biggest factor in the whole Niners kind of run. That's probably overthinking it a little bit, but it's been pretty special. We'll see how they do without Kittle out today, who's obviously a big piece of their offense, especially for Purdy. But I don't know. What do you think, T? What do you think of that right there?
It's always been a godsend. The defense still has its weaknesses, obviously. They have 18 sacks all year. I think the next lowest team is 23. But they tried hard. They sweat. They glisten. You can tell they put in the effort for Mo Salah. So there is that aspect where it felt like they just quit at times last year. Not quit. Quit's the wrong word, but they didn't.
One guy did quit.
It was bad.
One guy actually quit.
Yeah, Campbell actually quit.
Yeah, Campbell did quit. And then the McCaffrey thing, he's been unbelievable. If you told me after last year's injury, he was going to get 280 carries, 90 receptions, and when he's getting these carries, it's not like he's running through big holes. He's averaging 3.7 yards a carry. He's getting beat up by these big, fat defensive linemen every game, and he just keeps trucking, and he still makes the big plays when you need them. CMC's been unbelievable this year. He should be in the running for Offensive Player of the Year. I think
Absolutely.
The 3.7 yards per carry is going to set him back, and they're going to look at that and be like, oh, it's just – but what he does for this offense is ridiculous.
Well, he's going to have 100 receptions by the end of this game, right?
And 1,000 yards, hopefully.
It's probably going to be.
That's a lot.
He's insane. I mean, Terrell, I feel like the dumbest thing I said before the NFL year, we all can admit, hopefully we say we were off base on a couple of things. I think I asked you guys who will have more rushing yards, Genty or McCaffrey, and you laughed at my face, and you rightfully did, Terrell. So I'll give you that.
That's right.
What do you kind of make of the Niners' success? And obviously, they got to get through the Bears and the Seahawks, but a real chance at the 1 seed, Terrell. I mean, it was pretty unreal.
Well, as one of the few, actually one of the many things I said before the year that turned out to be right, Drake made the Patriots. 49ers might get the number 1 seed. McCaffrey being the number 1 fantasy player. Yeah, that's just one of few. But anyway, the 49ers I thought could be the number 1 seed anyway because of their schedule.
Yes.
Unlikely what happened to them. I am so impressed with their season this year. I mean, through all adversity, they have came through, battled back, stars going down, coming back, stars never coming back, and they're still doing fine. I mean, the coaching job, like you said, Shanahan and definitely Saleh. Unfortunately, I think the year of Saleh and Flores for the Vikings is going to get them another head coaching job, which is going to ultimately fail again. But if he stays as the coordinator and Flores is the coordinator, I think they could have a long career and build some things. But the 49ers, hey, I'm impressed with the way that they just stayed the course. I mean, it's crazy how they stayed the course through so many different adversities. So much respect to them.
What do you think of that Bears-Niners game tonight? It's kind of an interesting one.
Well, that was part of my winner of the week. I won't spoil it, but I'll tell you what, the Bears and the 49ers, number 1 seed. I'm trying to be nice. Darren, see, you keep putting me on the spot. You're trying to make me turn back to the dark side. You're making me turn back. But since I am wearing Raiders gear, I can go to the dark side and say, let's go, Bears! Let's go!
We got it. Oh, no, that's a rational side. We're not saying that. We're not going anything negative with it. I think that's going to be a fun one tonight.
It will.
We'll see how the Bears I think the Niners have the advantage, obviously, being at home. The Bears have had a lot of comeback wins. Those always make me a little nervous when you've won a lot of your games that way in terms of now playing a really good team. So we'll see if they can set it up, the Niners and Seahawks, for a big one next week. We'll see if they can both get the job done today with it. The Kittle injury is a big one. I think that's a good strategic sit out. I'm not saying that they should just play him no matter what, but I guarantee if this was the Seattle game, he might be out there. I guess, Tyler, that's where I see it with Kittle, as they're like, all right, let's get him ready for the one that really matters next week, because he's so important to that team. Like, I forget about him sometimes, like how great of a player he is. You see him all the time. He's like one of the key guys, but like, he's just such a team guy. Like, he had some blocks the other day where I'm like, if you're watching him on video, you could not complain about anything. This guy's like going full out for you all the time. So I just think he's just one of the most important pieces to the team. So we'll see how they do tonight without him. And Purdy's it's a big guy for Purdy that he likes to go to him.
Absolutely. Kittle does the small things. He keeps people fresh and like happy and jokes around. He's never too serious. But when it's in between that 8 seconds when the play's being run, he's as serious as it comes. He opened up the run game since he's been back. The couple 6 weeks that he was out, the run game was absolutely atrocious. Tongas is a decent backup tight end as far as the receiving. He just doesn't do the running stuff. He doesn't have the personality. He isn't like he's the 49ers personality. So like that would be huge. Back to what he was saying, Terrell was saying about the defensive core, Sala and the guy from Minnesota.
Flores.
Why aren't there guys who just go, all right, I'm Steve Spagnuolo, I'm Dick LeBeau. I'm just going to be the best defensive coordinator in the history of have that resume. Like Dick LeBeau is going to be in the Hall of Fame. He might already be in the Hall of Fame. Just do that. Just specify what Lynch did say he will make him the highest paid coordinator in the NFL if obviously he has his dreams and he'll let him pursue them because he's not going to try and kill someone's dream. But I don't know. Hopefully he comes back.
I got to think it comes down to pride and a little air, right? Like if obviously think you can.
Hopefully he also has more. He's more picky, and he's not just going to go to a situation where he's like, "Well, I'm the Jets."
Don't go to the Raiders.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't go to the Raiders. Don't make the Jets and Raiders your two stopping spots. Try to be
and the Dolphins.
And the Dolphins, yeah. Do not go to those three. The Browns. No, I'm just kidding. No, stay away. Let's stay away from these teams. You don't want to go there.
4 teams you never want to go to. Raiders, Dolphins, Jets.
And it's funny that Flores was the Dolphins coach, Sala was the Jets coach.
Yeah, they're all gonna die. That's where your career goes.
One still had a civil suit. Like it's not
they got one, but not even there with it. Pat's Bills race is kind of interesting to me. It's kind of we got there at the 12-3. The Patriots, they got a good chance with their schedule to finish it out. There it is. I love that uniform though. I'll give them that one. That the Patriots I do give. It's better than those other ones they wear nowadays. What do you think, Terrell? I'm still not really sold on the Patriots overall. What a great comeback they had though. The other day, who was that against? Why am I blanking on the team? But the great comeback there, and they get the job done. May obviously, I think we can all agree is solid, beyond stud. Having a great season. I don't know.
Well,
how serious of a contender are them? I'm just struggling with them a little bit.
Well, I'm getting more and more confidence as the weeks go. I mean, we look at the Bills, especially like you said at the beginning of the show with the Chiefs and the Ravens possibly out, all these big name quarterbacks and stars for the past, little bit here are going to be out in the playoffs. So this is Josh Allen's time and the Bills' time. So we look at their season as a whole, and the Bills have tons of comeback wins that they were left for dead and they came back and won. But we turn around and look at the Patriots. Yeah, their schedule's a little easier. We got that. But the big-time games on their schedule, they won. And they came back and won and did the same things Josh Allen did. So I think that they're getting more confidence. Drake May is a natural-born leader. He is a confidence builder inside the locker room, on the field. They believe in Drake May. They believe in their coach. They have a good little system going on. It's the old-school Patriots with some fun. They're having fun, but playing the Patriot way. And they are a team that you might want to worry about. Christian Gonzalez on the outside, back on the back end of the defense. And we already know what I said about Drake May. And Stephon Diggs? Yeah. But Stephon Diggs is back? Okay. I mean, I'm just saying the Patriots are one of those complete teams. Buffalo's got holes. I mean, they all have holes, but Buffalo has some wearing holes that they seem to always get behind. So in the playoffs, we'll see if they can keep coming back.
He had a little swag to him versus the Dolphins there the other day, Diggs. He definitely had a little – he was feeling himself a little bit that day with it. I still just believe in the Bills a little bit more. We'll see if they can win that division. Doesn't look like it. Looks like the Patriots are going to hang on to that, onto the division there. Case, what do you think about I wanted to get your thoughts on the Raiders real quick here. Crosby leaves the building after they say he needs to have surgery and all that good stuff. And then the Carroll rumors are flying everywhere still. Bowers is out. They've shut him down, shut everybody down that could give him any chance to win a game here because it's not set up well for him. I was like, crap. I was looking at it this week before they sat Crosby, and I'm like, I mean, I get what Crosby says. Of course, you're not going to go out there and try to lose. Everybody knows that. But I'm like, they're playing the Giants, who suck, and then they play the Chiefs without Mahomes, or so I'm like, they actually have a chance to win 2 games. This is scary. Like, I don't want that at all. Like, I don't know. What's your thoughts on the Raiders kind of last 2 weeks here?
Well, it's been a brutal year to say the least.
Just a little.
Just a little. Yeah, man, just do something right this year. Just do not win these last 2 games. Just do something right, bro. It's been a really hard year to watch. I mean, there've been some massacres. We've been shut out twice. Like, it just hasn't been fun year to watch football, like, as a fan.
Been a tough one.
Bowers, has been obviously probably our best player. Genty actually looked, I mean, I don't think it's his problem. If you can't run, you can't run because you get hit 1.5 yards in the backfield. So I think he's actually going to be a stud. So we have.
He had a good game.
Yeah, no, he had a great game. He's had a few good games. I mean, I don't think it's the talent aspect. It's just our offensive line. It's atrocious. It's terrible. Geno Smith is just. I mean, it's a lot of interceptions, man. 16.
First possession of the game last week, he throws a pick 6.
God, he just it's been a rough year. So I mean, I think the best thing they can do is lose these last 2 games.
Will they? They're nervous. I'm nervous. I know we're more nervous about this game than the other one.
Starting for the Giants, so at least that that's given their best shot. I think they can lose it. I think we'll try. The one thing I was thinking about, it's funny. Like, I was just like, I can just imagine it'd be like 17-16, and Pete's like, fuck it, we're going for 2. Like, it's not the last play of the year. Do not do something stupid. Throw it in the dirt.
I want you to kneel this ball. You do not do it. Terrell, you got the Raiders gear with it. Crosby situation, it's going to be a big. To me, it's going to be a big talking point going into the offseason, to start it at least, will they trade him and all that stuff.
So you talked about Pete Carroll when you first started this segment. Yeah. I guarantee you Pete Carroll's already got a phone call already. If you want your job, don't be Lovie Smith. Don't be Lovie Smith. Do not win any games. Don't go for 2 trying to win, because you'll be fired like Lovie Smith did when he was with the Texans and gave up the #1 pick.
I do remember that was like he got killed for that too. It was like,
but it worked out in the Texans' favor though.
It did, and you know it, and it usually does. So I mean, it usually does. When you take it, usually helps you more than winning these games at the end. And the Raiders have done that a lot. That'd be funny today. It's like 2nd down at like 4 from like the 30-yard line. They're like, the field goal attempt. We need to get points on the board. We're not taking any chances anymore. We're just getting points on the board. Bold strategy there, Pete. Bold strategy. Doing anything to lose. So yeah, I do think, like you said, the one thing that's been kind of good to see is the whole season I really wasn't worried about GT. He just looked like he had it factor a little bit to running. Not saying he's a McCaffrey or something like that, but then I think now he's finally starting to – he's seeing the fruits of that labor. Like, other teams are beat up a little bit more. He stayed healthy. He stayed fresh. One thing I really thought was interesting watching McCaffrey play, I didn't bring it up earlier, and Genty, and something I think is an underrated part of just watching some players, especially running backs, because they get hit the most, is I know they still get hit a lot, but I noticed those 2 guys know how to fall better than some of the other players. Like, they actually kind of know when to give up on a play, and not necessarily giving up yardage, but they just seem to know how to fall a little bit better than other guys. McCaffrey, I really noticed it a lot the last few weeks. Like, he'll just kind of not give up, or he'll limp his body in a certain way. And I'm like, that's such an underrated part of probably staying healthy. Maybe he's learned it over time. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of interesting watching the running back position. Terrell, you coached football to that level. I know, Tyler, you played. Do you actually teach running back stuff like that, or any players, or is it just you just go full mode no matter what, and whatever happens, happens?
Well, when I was coaching my son, I tried to teach him stuff like that, but he wanted to be Adrian Peterson and Derrick Henry and run over everybody, so he didn't listen. But other ones, you do try to pay attention to stuff like that. I mean, but look at McCaffrey. I mean, McCaffrey, to our standards, is pretty solid and big, but, I mean, for his standard, I mean, he's smaller still. He's smaller. That was one of the things that people said coming out of college, that he was too small to be an every down running back. So he's probably had to learn and practice and figure out ways to be able to keep his body healthy. I know he's had some injuries and some bad luck or whatever, but as far as like those major blows that you're talking about, he's probably had to worry about that his whole life.
Yeah, no doubt. When
He definitely has the Tyler Lockett, Torrey Holt. I know how to preserve myself. Like, he does have the ankle injuries, the ACLs, but he hasn't taken the hits. Like, that might come from being a son of a former NFL player who played in the 90s. Like, all right, yeah, you have to preserve your head. Like, there is a part of this where staying healthy is what gets you paid. So obviously McCaffrey's missed a lot of games because of injury, but it's never been like concussion.
Yeah, it's usually been
protocol stuff.
Yeah.
Casey, what were you gonna say?
No, I know it is in art form because I was listening to Frank Gore and he was.
He did it well too.
And he was talking about like taking hits, and he's like, the one guy I took a big hit from, and he actually kind of like went easy on me, so to speak. But he's like, I learned after that, like, there's a way to follow it. So he's like, I got hit by Sean Taylor in practice when they were at the U, and he's just like, all right, I got to find out a different way how to get hit because that hurts. He's like, there's got to be a different way. And then look at Frank Gore. He had like a 16-year career or something like that. So
no, Frank Gore would like dive at ankles when he was about when people had his ankle, he'd be like, all right, I'm diving at your ankle, so you can't hit me in the head. Like, he ended runs a lot of times being like, all right, okay, let's go to the next step. But he also would get the hard yards. He was tough as nails.
Yeah.
Former Colt, what a player.
Former Buffalo Bill.
Like,
did he play for the Dolphins too or Jets? Did he play for all those teams? Might have. All right, so if we look at
Cardinals,
yeah, Edgerrin James, the weird one. Today's games, it's kind of obviously a slim state with yesterday's games, and then we had Thursday's games. Obviously, Eagles, Bills will get everybody's attention today, I believe. Niners, Bears, obviously, we already talked a little bit about. And then, obviously, Raiders, Giants, for different reasons, are the big games on the slate today. That Bills-Eagles game, though, Terrell, is a little interesting.
You missed one. You forgot one.
Oh, was it Jaguars, Colts? Is that the one?
No, you forgot your brother Casey's team. Carolina and Seattle.
Come on, man.
It's a big game.
Thank you, Terrell.
Positivity, baby.
I'm sorry, I forgot about that one. No, just kidding. No, you're right. That is a big one too. Like we talked
for
about.
the division, possibly. Come on.
Yes.
It's right there. Where do you want to start with that one, Terrell? Where do you want to start with that one?
Well, you said Eagles, Bills, so I'll continue on the way you're talking. Since that's my girls' team, the Eagles, and I'm a Josh Allen love. I kind of want the Eagles to win. My team is out of it. I want the Patriots to win the division. So I'm gonna be an Eagle fan today. Can you believe I said that? I feel sick just saying that. But selfishly, I want the Patriots to win the division. I'd love to see Chicago and the Patriots get the number 1 seeds, so I can say that their QB draft class is up there with the Marino Elway draft class with Caleb, my boy Jaden, Drake May, Bo Nix, McCarthy. I mean, I'd love to see them rival that quarterback here. So I'm pulling for the Eagles to win, just selfishly for the Patriots.
As long as
McCarthy appreciates the compliment. Tyler, you have a chance to be a positive person here. You have a chance. Brian Johnson saying Tyler will pass on the Niners to be the best team. They suck, but they're 11-4. I'm at the gym again. Good. That's a good defense, Tyler. That's a great defense you got right now. The Niners look
great.
Good.
They try hard. They did try hard.
They glisten with sweat.
I don't know where you want me to go with this. I'm kind of confused. I thought we were going Eagles, Bills. As far as that goes, I just can't root for the Eagles. What was that?
I just meant like any of the big games today.
No, yeah. I can't root for the Eagles. I hate Nick Sirianni.
Me too.
He's like Pete Carroll on Seattle 2.0. I cannot root. I don't think he's a good coach either. Like, the talent is so loaded on that team. The fact they're only 10-5 or what are they right now? They should be way better.
They played the Raiders and somebody else terrible.
You have Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, Saquon Barkley, Lane Johnson, Mailata, Jalen Hurts, and then the defense is just as loaded. How are you not winning 13 games a year? It doesn't make sense to me. They should be even better. Last year they played how they should have. But the year before and this year, I don't know. I wouldn't get rid of him because you won a Super Bowl and you have to give your hats off to that. I don't know.
Who's the security guard again? What's the guy's Big Dom?
I don't know. Big Gay. Greenlaw kicked out of the game.
yeah, exactly. Seattle or Casey's Panthers?
Seattle. It doesn't really matter this week because if they lose, as long as they beat the Niners, I guess then the Rams can be the 1 seed. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
I got Seattle winning.
You talked yourself into Seattle.
Yeah, I talked myself in. For my whole life, for the last week, I was like, Seattle doesn't have to win. This is good for the Panthers. And then I just realized the Rams could win now. If
they get that one, yeah. Casey, you got the Panthers pulling it out, or is this where they fall back to earth again? They lose it. And they'll win again next week.
This is where they win, man. They beat good teams. They lose the bad teams. They step up in their competition. I don't know why, but it's the opposite. Like they play better against good teams. So Bryce Young, man, he's a good quarterback, man. I mean, he's poised, man. He has some games that you're like, I'm confused why you can't play good all the time. But man, when he plays good, he looks good. Like that scramble he had last week was special. That was a special play.
So, yeah.
McMillan's a beast as a wide receiver.
McMillan's great.
I mean, our Raiders safety Trayvon Merrick is actually really pretty damn good. So it's like, and then the cornerback is unreal. It's just I think they actually have like a legit team. Dave Canales seems like a pretty decent coach. So I think they got some players, man. And Sam Darnold, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, the Seahawks are loaded. They have a great team. Carolina beat the Rams this year. They played the Niners tough. They forced Purdy with 3 interceptions. So I mean, I think it was
4.
Was it 4? Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
that's the game though.
They got Rico Dowdle. They got Chubb. Like they got. I mean, I think they're ready for this, man.
I want a Panthers flag in the back of your room next week. You got to get one. Let's go. You got like my son getting the Lions blanket. I'll get you a Panthers blanket next year. I'll get you one with it. So yeah, we got week 17. A lot of big stuff there. King Henry, when he cracked top 10 last night as well, 216 yards. That looked pretty dominant as well. And just one more time this week, we got to get it up here.
They suck.
Yep, they do.
The Raiders suck.
Yes, they do. Thank you, Bill. We needed that to hear that again. So we get that one. 2 more weeks. And we need it. We need it. I want that play the next 2 weeks. Come on, Bill. Let's come through on that. Let's go through.
my dad's been a bigger fan of number 1. He's so invested in the losing right now, Tyler. It's crazy.
But make me go out and mow the lawn. I want to mow the lawn.
That last game, because it wasn't on national TV for us, and we're just watching the top left box score, and it's just like, how are the Raiders up on the Texans right now? This is ridiculous. I was like, come on.
You're like, how can we do that? Unbelievable. I saw this thing that came up on X the other day. It was like basically this 2013 NFL draft. And I was like, oh my God, it's so bad. Like literally the first name that I came out was like DeAndre Hopkins with the 27th pick.
Lane Johnson.
Yeah, there was a couple other good ones, but like those, like it's not the just something I was like, well, that's a rough draft overall. There, you look at the 2013 one. There are some solid players I know that were had Eric Reed had a little run with the Niners as well. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like I just thought it was funny looking back at that. Like, wow, that's a rough one right there. That was a rough draft, 2013. DJ it was a pick of Mitty there with it. NBA wise, Kerr leaves the bench. He leaves the bench. Torelli says he needs to relax. He needed to cool down a little bit. Kerr comes out later and says it was his fault. Maybe not his finest moment. He said, kind of just seems like the parent taking responsibility for the child in a sense there. Terrell, from afar there, what do you kind of make of that situation? I'm sure you saw that on the news a little bit.
I mean, with all the young talent in the NBA, I think it's irrelevant. And it's for me to chase the channel because I've seen that story 1,000 times. And the old version is not going to be better than the new version is not going to be just like the old one.
Yep.
Draymond Green is who he is. He became who he was by being that person. But now he's old. It's different. The team's not the same. It's too much young talent all over the NBA and too many young teams that I even worry about Golden State, tell you the truth. And as great as Steph Curry is, and as wonderful it is and marvel to watch, I mean, I could watch him all day long. But the team is just irrelevant to me because there's so much young talent everywhere. And it's so exciting to watch NBA basketball, especially before Christmas, which I never did.
Yeah, it's. I think Tyler, I'll let you get your thoughts on it. It's just kind of they're stuck. But then we kind of we went and kind of dove into Draymond management of Kerr last week, and then sure enough, 2 days later, Kerr and Draymond get into it. I thought what do you make of it?
I take away Mr. Positivity here for 3 seconds or however long I speak. He quit. He literally quit on his team. Like, how do you defend? Like, the fact that Kerr came back and was like, "Oh, it was my fault." We've heard the audio. Kerr said "F you," and he said, "How am I supposed to coach you without being able to talk to you and telling you what you're doing wrong and what I want you to do?" And Moses Moody gets him. It's impossible to defend. Draymond needs to play better for the Warriors to have any chance, which I don't see that happening. And that's why I'm so willing to be like, Draymond, you can go. I don't need to watch this anymore. Now, I know other people, but they do need him if he's on the roster. Like, they need somebody who's going to give them an edge and a little defense because they don't have that either. I don't know what to – like, Kerr defending him is my biggest issue. Well, not my biggest issue. Him walking off the court is insane. And then Kerr defending him like he's his child. Like, sometimes you have to let a child figure out that he's done something wrong. You can't always protect your kid. And it just seems like this over and over and over. We're just going to let him do whatever the hell he wants to do, from the pool punch, from the LeBron kick to the nuts, or the punch or the fake slap to the nuts. It didn't really happen, but the NBA wanted the Cavaliers to go to Game 7. It just happens over and over and again, and we keep accepting or apologizing for it. And I'm over it. I'm not going to do it for Draymond anymore.
I think it's reaching a point with him, Case, where like his antics are not outweighing his play. So he's starting to he's now kind of found. So now I feel like the Warriors really do have a decision to make here. They owe him a lot of money still the next 2 years. I think it was funny watching the next game. If he played like that all the time, like that version of Draymond, he'd be great, where he doesn't get too obsessed with calls. He just that's where he's so good, because he's so mentally intelligent still in the game. So if he went to if he kind of went to the opposite of maybe like Tyler's approach this week, if he just went Mr. Positivity and just stayed in that era and that form, I think he would get the best version of him, because he still has that high IQ. If he was more like, I think that's what it is, and he just gets too rattled. And then, I mean, honestly, you left the bench in the third quarter. I mean, think about what you now have on your resume going forward. It's going to happen. Like, even Isaiah, yes, different scenario when he comes up in the Pistons, but this could be part of it. This is part of his story now. This is part of his story. He left the bench.
The Isaiah thing was about another team. It wasn't about his own team. Like, that's
a little different, Darren. A little different, but I get you.
And Draymond, his plus minus, which is supposed to be his when he's on the court, he hasn't had one plus in the month of December.
He got a haircut. That's a plus. He got a haircut.
He's not as raggedy.
And they sang "Happy Birthday" to his son. So.
Yeah, and he managed to not at least punch Kerr in the face in that one before. I don't know. Case, wrap it up with what do you think with the Kerr Draymond thing?
I've seen it before. It's nothing new. Like Terrell was saying, it's just, I don't know. I don't really think much of it anymore. If it's Draymond, I figure something would, it is what it is, really. I mean, I don't know. Have you seen it this long?
Every year type of deal you're saying? We should just get used to it. Just put it on the calendar.
A little bit. I mean, just like, it's like whenever the crazy uncle comes, they're like, there he's on the sauce again. You're like, all right. What are you going to do about it? Well, just stay away for a little bit. He'll be fine, So he'll calm down. So it's that, I don't know. I think Tyler's right, though. I mean, obviously, you can see that his skills have diminished. He can't, he's played, he's been a small man at a big position for his whole career. So, I mean, it's going to take a beating on you, man. You're going against real centers when you're probably power forward at best, small forward realistically. So, I mean, it's a lot of miles on the body, and it's the twilight years are coming, man. You only got like probably 2 years left of Curry.
Oh.
And I don't know. I don't really think much of it. I mean, this is who he is. This is who he's been his whole career. I think it sucks that his actual play on the court is like being forgotten about of how good of a player he is, and now it's just becoming stomps on like chest at Sabonis, like trips people, hits like people in the nuts. Like it's forgot that he's actually a Hall of Fame player. So I think this is the worst thing he's doing to himself.
Yes.
Like he's tarnishing his legacy as the more he keeps playing.
Absolutely.
Jimmy,
I mean, Draymond, those antics were needed in his younger days. It got the best out of him. It riled up the team. But now, at this point of his career, he needs to just be like, appreciate the game. You have nothing else to prove. You're a surefire Hall of Famer. Don't mess this up and get the TO route and be a fourth ballot Hall of Famer. You got to wait all these extra years when you should have been a first ballot. You know what I mean? Like, don't do extra antics to, like Kate said, tarnish your legacy a little bit. Either way, he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. But the way people perceive you when you go in is a big deal.
Yeah.
The role Draymond needs to take on? It's the 2022 Andre Iguodala rule. And role. That's what he should be doing at this point in his career. Playing 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe 25 when he's feeling spry. But most games, I know the Warriors aren't the most talented team. But he just needs to take on a more leadership role.
Give Pods more minutes.
No. That's a different give someone who can move on the court, who isn't going to complain. He just doesn't contribute. I wish I had the picture for you to show. The way they play him and he shoots 39% is unreal. It's not NBA level offense.
I will say, Tyler, he is the only player this year with like 200 plus minutes. I think I sent you that one where he's got more turnovers and fouls than field goals made.
Yeah.
So, that's not good.
Not the best. Some people were clamoring this week with them playing the Mavericks on Christmas Day. But that'd be great to get Clay back for one more year. Could you imagine Clay and Draymond grumpy at the same time going downhill? No.
That's why that year was so turmoil. What they did.
Exactly. Forget about that. So
Steve Kerr's a biatch.
Yeah, but in fairness, we see Clay out there.
I know what Casey was about to say. I heard Steve Kerr's a biatch. Sorry.
Here, Clay wasn't getting his money, and Draymond was Draymond, and Clay and Draymond were like Steve Kerr just bashing Sessions. Like, he sucks. He's a biatch. He's just like, he's just both going back and forth. And then you got Kuminga, like, I hate this guy too.
He's got everybody good.
And 3 guys that absolutely hate Steve Kerr, just like chopping it up.
What were you saying, Terrell?
But Clay has humbled himself. I mean, Clay is coming off the bench. He's on the bench talking, coaching Cooper Flag. He's out there talking to the young guys and whatnot. Why ain't Draymond Green instead of crying, walking away from his team out there sitting beside Kuminga, like trying to show him anything? I think Kuminga's an athlete that can read a lot of things. I just don't think he has anybody as a leadership to do anything with him. I feel like the coaches and the staff has never really trusted him. So when he's out there, he's kind of like, I never can be like myself because I'm scared I'm going to get benched. Or if I make a mistake, am I going to get benched? Or what's going on? It seems like he's walking on eggshells all the time. Go sit beside him, Draymond Green. Go sit beside him. Be like Jeff Green, who plays for all these teams, and he's out there. Look what he's doing with the Rockets. He's talking to all these young players. He was talking to all these young players. He did it with Denver. I mean, all these different players. I mean, why can't Draymond Green do that type of thing now?
You know, my biggest problem with Steve Kerr this year and the whole thing with like coaching Kuminga. Yeah, I mean, we watched these, or at least I watched these games like pretty like, I don't know, with a lot of scrutiny. He coaches him like a high school player, man. Like if he makes 2 mistakes, he's out. Like he doesn't.
Right.
No, and I hate it. It sucks. Like
right.
I hate coaches like that because you'll give like, I mean, I know there's equity. I know there's equity involved, but yeah, like Draymond will turn it 3 times in a row, like horrible passes, and he just keeps letting him play. And I'm like, dude, like no wonder he's pissed because you're giving like you have different set of rules for different people. So it's like just because he gets a turnover or a bad shot, all right, you're out. You're not coming back in. It's like, I just saw Pajensky throw the ball like freaking in the stands.
God.
So, like it's
The wraparound pass, probably.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about, yeah. So it's just like that's the most frustrating part. Like for real, when I hear you like everyone talk about Kuminga, he's a great athlete. He's probably not the most basketball-minded player, but he's just a freak athlete. But Steve Kerr just he doesn't have patience for those type of players. He just really doesn't.
Do you want Belichick with Malcolm Butler? If you're sitting down, no matter what, you, Mr.
Basically, that is who he is.
But Aaron Hernandez, you can have different rules. No, just kidding.
Aaron, go have a good weekend. Do whatever you want, literally.
Let me see you in the headline. I'll see you Monday.
You feel like Case real quick, but it doesn't have. Do you feel like Podge has played better? I mean, he does make stupid mistakes. And I'll be right there with you in a minute. He's played a lot better the last month than he did the first couple months.
5 games.
Well, there's only been 8 games this month. So. Okay, 5
Bring
games.
back Jordan Poole. Bring back Jordan Poole.
There you go.
Another idiot basketball player.
I'm going to get Jordan on here in just a second.
Play better. I've been as much as I like look forward to like ripping on him. I was watching the game like I can't say anything because he's playing good. Like yeah, I want to, but he played pretty good. So
We've all been there with certain players.
You're like, no, don't make that shot.
Come on, Moody, prove him wrong.
Jokic continues to be amazing. Just want to throw that out. I saw some flopping on Christmas Day. They kind of frustrated me as a fan watching it overtime a little bit, but he's still amazing. He had some flops out there that were pretty weak, but he was unreal in that game. 56 on Christmas Day. What was it? 16 rebounds, 50 assists. Just a beast. And it'd be funny if he doesn't win MVP again with like 2 of the greatest seasons in a row. Like let's just say OKC breaks the record. They're probably not going to, but they lose like 12 games. And they beat Denver by another 12 games or something like that. You know, SGA wins the MVP. And yeah, look, here's Jokic with 2 triple-double seasons back-to-back at like an unreal rate. And he can't win the MVP. So we'll see what happens there with that. Tyler, I had just a couple comparisons NBA-wise. This kind of some weird ones, but hear me through it, guys. All right, would you rather have Patrick Ewing or Anthony Davis? Like, Terrell, easy for you?
Yeah, very easy.
Let me see who you got.
I'm a Georgetown fan, so it's definitely Patrick Ewing, and Patrick Ewing doesn't miss half the year every damn year. I mean, come on, bro.
Davis, where are the D-pads? Come on, have some smart. Where are the D? Yeah.
Wide open layups to lose games in the conference.
That's okay. He won games too.
Tyler, you're.
I think it's tough. I'd go. I mean, the injury factor I go to Ewing.
Wow, that surprises me.
If availability, if they were available the same amount, I'd take Anthony Davis.
You taking it one game, Tyler?
One game, I'll take Anthony Davis.
All right, so
they're both 100% healthy.
Oh, you didn't say one game. You didn't say one game.
Well, basically, who's the better player? I know the career.
I mean, Patrick Ewing is a top 50 player, being a number 1 on a team for his whole career, who had to go against Michael Jordan to get to the promised land. Anthony Davis as a number 1 on a team wasn't nothing for the Pelicans and all of that. He went to the Lakers. Yeah, you're playing with LeBron James or whatever. Now you hit a bubble shot to win a 3 on Kobe Bryant Day. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, no. It's not even close. It's not even close.
I
think
no way it's close. Oh my God.
Katie, settle the argument. Who's it close? Is it Ewing
It's
by a
not
mile?
close.
Is it Davis by a mile?
Like Snickers commercial. Patrick Chewing.
Yeah, that's a great commercial. Okay.
I think it is the best. It's the best
Patrick Chewing.
I'll go Patrick Ewing. Just longevity, career, shot blocker. I mean, he's top 3 in the NBA in block shots of all time, isn't he? I think he's behind Olajuwon, right?
Yeah, he's definitely behind Olajuwon. He holds.
I know Olajuwon's 1, but I think Ewing's got like 4,500 blocks or 4,200 for his career.
No, he was a great defender.
I would go Patrick Ewing. I think he's just a beast. He was. I mean, I would go Patrick Ewing like Terrell said, hands down.
Yeah,
I think it makes it. Davis. I put that together just because Davis is like a 10-time All-Star, NBA champion. Probably has a little different. Yeah, definitely has more of your guard skill set that Patrick Ewing didn't have. But like you said, different era. Ewing was a dog. He was a number one on a team, bet more so than
Yes.
Davis has proven he can be a number one on a team. I would say that is a big separation point. He had to go join Mr. LeBron for that to happen. And obviously the injuries are what they were. But I thought that was kind of an interesting one looking at that. The other one I had, RT, did you have anything you wanted to say about that? Looked like you might.
I think you guys are underselling how good Anthony Davis is when he's on the court. That's all.
No, we know how good he is.
Okay, well, by far though, like what's the biggest shot Patrick Ewing's hit in his career? Like, there's no memorable moment other than his missed layup. Like, getting dunked. I'm not saying Ewing's not great. I would take Ewing because of his health. Ewing was great. But Anthony Davis, I think, is a more talented player if he was healthy, but the health wasn't there.
The biggest
shot. Please, Darren. Please, Darren. Please let me get him. Please, can I get him, please?
Casey,
please.
You and Terrell.
Positivity's going out the way. You talk about my Hoyas now. No. Sorry.
Talking about college.
Is Anthony Davis a top 50 player?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I think he's top 75. I think they have.
Yeah, he's top 50.
He's not top 50.
He should be. I mean, we can look at numbers and like.
He's in that top 75 thing that.
I don't believe in numbers. I've told y'all that they could be manipulated by anything, by who you play with, who you play against. I don't believe in that. I believe in the eye test. When you're looking at generations, sir. This generation, the big men were more ball skilled. They were back in that day. A big man was let me get in the post and give me the ball. They weren't out here dribbling like a point guard or anything like that. This different eras. You can't compare that. When we look at when it was on the line, you're going against the best. You're going against the best. In his era, he was going against Jordan, Bart. I mean, all these super duper stars of that generation, and still held his own. Anthony Davis couldn't hold his own with nothing. He's on a team right now. He should be the number one with the Dallas Mavericks with Kyrie hurt, Luka gone, and all we talk about is Cooper Flag. We don't talk about Anthony Davis no more. We don't talk about him. He scored 30-some points the other night. We didn't care.
Well, that's your issue.
Don't win because you don't win. You don't win.
Anthony Davis's issue. Why is that Anthony Davis' issue? You don't care that he scored 30 points.
He's never.
He don't win. He don't win.
If the hurt thing, that's why I'm giving you the advantage. But it's not like
we can say if all we want to.
Who's hit more clutch shots? Like
if Tracy McGrady didn't get hurt, if Grant Hill didn't get hurt, they could have been Jordan. If Tracy McGrady, we can go if all we want to because of their skill level and how good they were, body-wise or whatever. But it is what it is. It is what it is. You can't stay healthy. You can't come in clutch when it matters, and that's the problem. Yeah, Patrick Ewing, he missed that layup or whatever that went around the rim, but you forget he beat the Bulls on Christmas Day by hitting a game-winning jump shot. Did we forget that? He's done a lot of things for his NBA career, a lot of game-winning shots, national championship in college. He's done a lot of things. You don't get to be on the dream team and be a top 50 player without doing things.
Tyler, this is gonna be a segment that we'll have to do our 10-minute thing on it with it.
Anthony Davis better back.
Who want to call? Did you want to call it?
I want to move on. We're gonna go Purdy forever.
Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis who played with who? He played with Cat and he played with the other guards and whatever. All these star players. Patrick Ewing played with John Starks. He played with John Starks.
Named one star guard. Anthony Davis. Who named one star guard? Anthony Davis played with one.
I don't know. I can't remember that Kentucky team, but that Kentucky team was loaded.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Michael Kidd. He
was good when he came out. What are you talking about? We can say that if he didn't get hurt, if Michael Kidd didn't get hurt, he could have been there. I mean,
did you see his jump shot?
Come on, bro.
He wasn't good.
I know it was past your generation, Patrick Ewing. You probably didn't watch him play ever.
I watched plenty of Patrick Ewing.
Did you see him live? Nope.
He watched Space Jam. He saw it.
Come on, man. And I know Anthony Davis is a freak talent. If he would be healthy all the time, sure. We could say ifs and buts, but ifs and buts ain't the case.
Casey,
we agree. We're arguing over something we agree about.
Casey,
que paso?
Joker or Hakeem?
Hakeem.
Tyler,
I'll take it. Give me either one. I don't want to get an argument over two Hall of Famers that are both unbelievable.
All you're doing is picking who you'd rather have.
I would rather have Joker then.
Terrell?
It's definitely Olajuwon. But see, you're going through these different eras, so
I
it's
do.
kind of hard for people to understand that. Like,
Well,
Hakeem Olajuwon revolutionized. He revolutionized that position. That position didn't have the footwork back then. That's what made him stand out. So when we look at these new age players, they have more of this creativity and more of these footwork and more of these different things. Back then, nobody was doing the things Olajuwon was doing.
See,
I mean, he got the dream shake, baby.
I look
Got
at
the dream shake.
Great post moves. Before your era?
Hold
I
on.
would love to see Hakeem.
That is my era.
I would love to see Hakeem guard Jokic because they both have like the best footwork ever, probably as big men. And Jokic is probably one of the most creative, like just
Passers.
players in general of just like back down to the basket. Like he has no problem just doing like double spin moves, which is crazy. Like he'll just spin and then spin again and do a hook shot. So, I mean, Hakeem, I think he's obviously the best defender ever as a big man. But Jokic is probably, I would say, the best offensive big man ever. I don't even think
What?
all around.
Yeah.
All around.
All around.
I mean, Shaq can't pass like him. I mean, he can't dunk like Shaq, but he can score like
Shaq can't shoot.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, he does like all of that. Like it's not, and it's. I mean, you look up, dude. It's crazy, man. Like you watch that game, you're like 56. Like no way, it feels like 35. Like you're like 15 assists. You're like it feels like 7. Like the numbers just like he has like triple doubles in the first half. And don't get me wrong. Like the numbers because the pace of play is way faster, so you're gonna get more rebounds and more assists. But you still got to put that ball in the hoop, man. The same cylinder it's been for a long time. I mean, so it's still 10 feet. The cylinder is the same way it's been forever. So.
Jokic is my type of offensive player. Like that from a passing standpoint, the big guy. But I would take Hakeem. I think the biggest thing where they're gonna even if I projected ahead, I don't look at it eras. I just look at it as coaching styles. Like that's how I kind of look at it. And so if Hakeem's best coaches knew how to use him against Joker's team now, that's how I would look at it. But defensively, there's definitely a gap there. Hakeem could guard him on the perimeter. Joker would get his points. We all know that. But I think he's the last guy ever to get 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 blocks, and 10 steals in a game. I mean, that's insane. Just to have that stat line alone is pretty crazy. So I would – it's not by a lot, Joker I love, but I just thought it was interesting kind of looking at them head-to-head, how they would guard each other and that as well. The other one I had kind of thought we went really long on Ewing Davis, obviously, but Wemby, Duncan – going into the future, that would be interesting because, like I said, different players. That doesn't matter to me. It's the era versus era. Even if a team played slow, they could still win the way Duncan played against the way Wemby does because you can dictate the pace of game very easily. I think at this point, Duncan, I'll always take because he's the smartest big man that I've ever seen. Like in terms of just the way he could team guy to scoring to the ultra efficiency. That's why the Mr. Fundamental nickname is so good for him in that regard. And I like Wemby. He's a freak athlete and all that, but I think the intelligence of Duncan in this will play out over a career, in my opinion. But there's obviously a lot to be said in Wemby's career. So I thought that's kind of an interesting one as well. When you're looking at like future to certain guys comparisons with that. I'm assuming all of us would probably take Duncan, obviously, it's at this point still, just because of how great he was. Terrell, what do you got real quick on college football?
Would you rather have Duncan or Olajuwon?
Duncan by a mile. Duncan's to me the best.
Well, why do we do Wemby if we're gonna do Duncan by a mile on Olajuwon?
Well, I was kind of going new generation versus old a little bit. Like that was kind of like who's still playing versus a retired player.
I don't think it's a mile. Olajuwon,
I would take Olajuwon over Duncan actually.
Nah,
I don't think I could. I think that's
no way.
But
like you said, that's a different era, man. I mean,
Duncan was still a pretty good defender at that time. He came in the league in 96 or something like that. So about 10 years after
made Shaq look like 99. Man. I mean, I don't know, man. Olajuwon was a different animal, bro. I don't know. I don't think we quite remember how good he was, man. I mean,
No, he's one of my favorite bigs of all
don't get me
time.
wrong.
Is Akeem Olajuwon.
Jordan had to retire for 2 years for him to get his, so I will say that. So.
I just think
It would have been
defense is-
it would have been a better debate to have Jokic versus Duncan.
Yeah, I would say that too. Yeah.
I mean, Joker
Just
only
because
had-
they both can shoot, they both can pass. You know, I mean, Duncan's still a better defender, but
they're more
their
equal,
skill levels are kind of, you know.
That's why I like to go the opposite of it sometimes, because you have to decide what kind of player you like a little bit more, what you think that. Because the reality is, if they did play against each other, those would be the differences that you're going today with it. Yeah, I just think the comparisons with some of those guys are good. Ryan's trying to keep this same it, you know, keep some comparisons. Tyler though, loves Anthony Davis. The man still defends the
No, I don't defend.
I knew that was going to be a hot topic for you because of the Luka thing. It's like, that's good.
See, Tyler gets too committed. He gets too committed to certain people or teams or things, and he gets all high strung about it. When somebody says something bad about one of his little favorites, he gets all heartbroken and butthurt. Just relax, buddy. I still love you, T-Mac.
Get the knee pads on, Tyler. Tyler, did you see the last night? There was actually the thing I'm liking about the NBA.
I don't like what he just said about me because I feel like I'm the furthest. I'm not a homer at all. I'm the least homer of most people. I'm the one who criticizes my team the most out of everyone else. Well, Darren, you did too. I give you but I don't like Terrell. That hurt my feelings. Carry on. We can move on. I'll be okay.
Talk about we'll pretend you're Alvarado here. We'll pretend that you're Alvarado.
Oh my God, yeah.
Terrell setting the legal pick. Oh, I don't like these Anthony Davis comments, bro. You stop knocking off poop. Right
so why do I got to be the black guy? Why do I get to be the black guy that got punched in the head?
We can pretend it's Gillespie there for you. If we can pretend it's Gillespie, we'll take the white guy. We'll pretend it's him with it. Tyler's coming off the ball screen here. That's what Tyler's coming off. Tyler's dribbling the ball. I just like the idea that we have a little feistiness. We had the last night with Giannis doing the windmill at the game, and the Bulls got. Give me a break, Chicago. That's ridiculous. That stuff never bothers me. Like if I'm coaching the player myself, I think it's idiotic because I don't like that dynamic. But I'm also, if a player does it against me, I'm not offended by any means, I guess, by it. And so I look at it that way. But this was interesting. I'm not surprised Alvarado got involved in but I like the little NBA friskiness we've had here.
Yeah.
We've had a few little fights here, Tyler. Not the same as the old school. Obviously, they won't let them go to that length, but a little feistiness that I'm actually kind of appreciated about the NBA. Anybody else notice any of that stuff the last couple weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Go ahead, Terrell. Go ahead, man.
Oh, sorry. I was saying, yeah, I like it like that, you know. But here's my thing about the Giannis thing real quick. I don't have a problem with it either, but I need to check the point spread and all that stuff because if that bucket mattered in thousands of dollars some kind of way, then we have an investigation.
Yeah, he's good. They win this. He wins the over. He had 29.5.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I like the passion. I like to see that they're human beings and not like just some fake Marvel comic heroes. Like I like to look at these people. I know we get caught up in the teams and different players and fantasy and everything. And when people get hurt, we really like, oh my gosh, now my player's out. You know, we don't look at them as real people. So seeing like stuff like that shows us that, hey, these are real men, and men act like men sometimes when they're crossed the wrong way. So it put a human nature back onto it.
Run back and foul him hard if you care about it. Look at my number. Come on, hustle. 13. We get there. He could have a little hustle out there.
Do it like baseball. They throw the ball at you. You hit a home run in showboat, we gonna hit you with the ball. Somebody does a dunk like that, then you do a flagrant foul.
Desmond
Dude,
Bain.
man. That dunk would have won the dunk contest in less than 2 years.
Yeah, it's not like he just did a wimpy dunk too. He did a little windmill. Come on, you got to give him a little respect for that. I don't know.
I love it, man. I love it. Like it's like that's I. Why do we play sports, man? Because
rub it in.
It's no. I mean, it's a game, right? At the end of the day, man, we're all just grown ups playing a kid's game. I mean, so it's like you might as well have fun with it. Like, yeah, it's
entertainment, right?
I mean,
so
that's what
that's
playing it for. It's
so
not the game. The game's not 47 minutes and 55 seconds. It's 48. Like you play till the whistle. It's like I've played in games, and you all know that you get your ass whipped sometimes. You lose 9-0. It's the same loss as 9-8. Like you still lost. It's still an L. It's like it might feel different, but just because the guy took the girl from you doesn't mean that you didn't have a chance. Like it's like do better. Like do better. Like, that's all it comes down to. It's just like okay, well, every dog has its day, man. It's just it happens. I mean, just keep playing. I mean, what's the worst? You got 82 games, man. Like you always want to hear these guys like talk about like their bonuses, and the guy on the Niners got his $500,000 for his catches. Well, maybe Giannis gets 100. I don't know, a certain amount at the end of the year, man. It's just like just play the game, man. It just who cares if you don't like it, go do something about it.
Go play defense.
Exactly.
Tyler, are you offended?
I'm not offended. But I agree with you. If I was the coach of Giannis and like, do we have to do this? Like, I don't think it's necessary. The game's over. You guys are like, yeah, you play to win the game, but the game's already over. It's been conceded. But at the same time, if I'm the coach who's losing, I'm not going to go and get in an uproar about what the guy just did. Don't lose the game. Like, you got to play better. So, like, you deserve to have your feelings hurt. So, like, I see it both ways. It doesn't offend me either. But I would also say to my kid, if I was or my player, I'd be like, let's try and avoid this situation. But it's not going to hurt my feelings.
These are real fights from the 80s. These are like, this is now, let's get the basketball. I mean, these are teams that are like really brawl. Whoa, we got people swinging in left, right, there we go. Oh, another one thrown at his head. We're going to go again. So that, we could get
That's what I'm saying.
Get some real fights going.
Yeah.
Terrell, who do you got in the playoff games this week?
You just rubbing salt in the wounds, ain't you?
Notre Dame? No kidding.
Well, I tell you what, if Notre Dame would have been in the game, it wouldn't have been those snooze fest that Miami and Texas A&M put on. I guarantee you that. But I don't really care as long as Alabama and Miami don't win. I don't really care who wins.
Yeah.
As long as those two teams do not win the national championship, I'm okay.
It's a win-win at that point for you.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm on to the next year already.
Already thinking about the recruiting class. I got you with it. Tyler, your thoughts on the upcoming college playoff?
Why is Notre Dame taking USC off the schedule? What are they doing? They have enough bad games. Why are they taking a good game off the schedule?
I saw a lot of USC fans
We're getting ready for the conference. We're about to join the conference, I think.
That'll be good. I appreciate it.
They're trying to secure that top 12 spot.
I'm going to go real quick. I got Ohio State, Oregon, Alabama, Georgia.
Alabama. All right. Alabama gets the
man.
I don't know.
I was talking yesterday to Actual. I would say he actually went to Indiana. He's a Hoosier. And he was just like, man, I can't believe my school's actually good at football now. It's insane. And he's just like he's just like super stoked. So for his sake, I was like, all right, what do you think about Mendoza? He's like, he's the real deal. So I don't know. I'll roll with Indiana. I think they got a hell of a team. Alabama's good, but I don't know. Oklahoma was all right. I wasn't that impressed with Oklahoma, and I think Indiana's way better than Oklahoma. So I got them. I think Georgia. I think it's going to, at the end, maybe Indiana, Georgia. I don't know. I do. Miami's pretty solid, but I don't know. Beck's been all right. So, yeah, I guess I'll roll with those, I guess.
Ole Miss? Come on, Ole Miss. We gotta do it. Can we get Ole Miss? Ole, are we gonna do it? Come on. Texas Tech, Oregon's the interesting one to me. I'm curious how that plays out in that game. See if Oregon can get a big win and advance, or just Texas Tech kind of get to a place that they're not familiar with. So kind of looking forward to that game a little bit in terms of college football playoffs. All right, before I get to our flashback and a couple other stuff I got for you guys video-wise, why don't we go start with winners and losers of the week. Case, where do you want to get us started here?
I'm going to roll with last night, man. Friggin' impressive, man. Derrick Henry, man. 4 touchdowns, over 200 yards. Still doing it, man. Like, hey, that stiff arm was ridiculous. He, threw that guy, 8 yards. He's just still a beast, man. Like, I swear, if I see it a toss, I'm like, I think he's taking it to the house every time. Like, they just do that toss. It's like the old Madden play. It's like the sweep with you just toss it out, let the fullback go crush someone, and then it's 1-on-1 with cornerbacks and safeties. And good luck. So definitely go winner of the week with him.
Terrell, where do you go winner of the week?
Well, my winner of the week, I have two of them, and it's a QB coach combo.
All right.
The first one is going to be Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. I mean, they started off 0-2, and they lost the two division games. They lost to the Vikings. Then they got destroyed by the Lions, Ben Johnson's whole team, and then they come back and after being 3-5 and won 8 in a row, and they won the division. I think that says a lot for the whole maturity of Caleb Williams and the staying together and buying into Ben Johnson. And then on the other side, it's the Houston Texans QB and coach, D'Amico Ryans and CJ Stroud. The way they started off the year, injuries, this and this, and now they secured a playoff spot, and they could still win the division. And it just shows you an organization that had Deshaun Watson with one of the biggest scandals in the NFL that's still rearing its ugly head with Cleveland. To have that blunder from Lovie Smith to win that game, and then they get the second and third overall pick after moving up. And then you get CJ Stroud, who they said was too stupid to play. That's why they took Bryce Young over him. And then you get Will Anderson, who was regarded as the best player on that draft board. And now they have the number one defense to go along with that offense and the coaching. Hey, Houston's gonna be scary because of that defense in the playoffs. Nobody wants to play them in the first round. You don't want to play them in the first round.
No.
But yeah, I think it's those two player coach combos is my winners of the week.
That's a good call right there. Texans. I mean, I've always what's the head coach again? Used to be your
D'Amico Ryan.
Yeah, D'Amico. I just love the way he coaches too. So he's Texans got, and then getting Will Anderson early on in his coaching career is a great get. God, that's what I wish he was on my favorite team, but he's that good.
Yeah.
I wish he was that. Tyler, who do you got for winner?
I have three. I had the Texans as well. Shout out Davis Mills for keeping the thing afloat, backup quarterback.
There you go.
And then trading for Daniil Hunter in the offseason, pairing him with Will Anderson. The defense is loaded, Derek Stingley and those two. You get a pass rush, you're going to be in games. And then Stroud coming in, looking like rookie CJ Stroud the last couple of games. Texans are a scary team to play in the AFC. I have the Chargers uniforms. I love the Navy. I wish I got rid of the number on their helmet, but yeah, I like how they went back to their old color scheme. And then Russell Westbrook, passing Magic Johnson, 7th all-time in assists. I just think it deserves a shout-out. So those
Sacramento,
are my
big win last night. Kings, big win.
I don't care about the Kings.
Oh, okay, sorry. 8th win. They got the big win last night.
Not a Westbrook fan, huh?
No, Westbrook got Soderstrom, a 7-year, $86 million A's signing there. So who would have thought Sody time? After the defense, we saw a play in left field. NBA fights I mentioned there. Madden, the Prime trailer, saw that there. Well, next Thanksgiving, so that looks interesting. I don't know. As a Raiders fan, obviously I'll watch it because of the history. It's kind of interesting to see how that plays out. I guess this is a winner of the week. Obviously, we know the Vikings defense got the 6 turnovers. That's obviously a winner of the week. But how about Mac Brosmer, 51 total yards, and you get a W? Unbelievable performance. 51, was that what it was? Total yards, or at least passing yards, and he gets a win. Unbelievable luck. That's like Tim Tebow-esque to a different level. That's unbelievable. You're getting wins because of your defense. So impressive there that they get the W. And then we were talking Michael Jordan a little earlier. Just the name came up, and I forgot about this commercial. I thought it was hilarious. You guys probably, once you see it, you'll probably remember it. But
Checking in.
Your name, please.
Michael Jordan.
Oh.
Michael Jordan, 8 o'clock?
Oh.
That's me.
Oh. Oh. Man.
How you doing?
Really?
I forgot about that one. I thought that was
Me
hilarious.
too. That's great. That is great.
Michael Jordan.
Champagne back.
We're not wasting it on that. We're not wasting it on the white Michael Jordan. We're not wasting it on that. We don't want that one over there. I thought that was a good winner there. All right, loser of the week, Casey. What do you got there?
Man, I was gonna go with like maybe your winner. The A's actually spending money. It sucks. Like, what is that crap? Like, you're in Sacramento. You're not in Vegas. Like, you spend all this money. Like, if you did this in Oakland, me and Darren were talking about this, you probably have like 2 World Series by now. I mean, it's so infuriating. Like, all right, let's just leave and spend money. It's just like, I thought you said you didn't have any money. Oh, we just were saving it until we left Oakland is what you were doing. Okay, now I get it. So, I don't know. To me, that's just loser of the week. It's just like rubbing salt in the wound, man. It's just like, I don't know. I don't even really care that much about the A's anymore. But like when I seen that, I was just like, just more middle fingers to everyone that was in Oakland the whole time. It's just like, we don't have money. Well, we did. We just didn't want to use that account. Okay, got you. So.
Not surprising, of course, from that type of that ownership group. It's not the most surprising thing in the world. But yes, I get you. That's the opposite of my winner there. I like it. Sodi, I guess, was more the winner for me than that one.
Yeah.
Terrell, what do you got for a loser of the week?
My loser of the week is Detroit football.
Oh,
I mean, come on, bro. You're playing for your playoff lives. And you lose to 3 net total passing yards. 3 net total passing yards. And what made it even worse, I mean, I know you said the winner of the week was the quarterback, but I saw his family in the stands like 15 times, and I'm sitting there thinking, as a father of a kid who played sports, I'm sitting there like, stop showing me because I'm like this. My son is really not doing that. I know it. He's happy he got a win on Christmas Day. I mean, he's keeping the game ball, I'm sure, but I mean, in Detroit football, I mean, you blew your chance. I mean, hey, what can you say? All the turnovers, all the sacks, 3 net passing yards. Wow, Detroit. Woo.
game ball from O'Connell up there. Let's give it. He had 3 total passing yards. This guy carried us. You know, game ball to Max. You didn't turn it over, son. We love you. Way to go.
Crazy.
No turnovers there. T, what do you got for loser of the week?
I mean, I have myself. I had to defend Matthew Stafford as MVP, and I had him as Wasp before the season starts. I'll take the loss there. I had Draymond Green storming off the court, and then I have Trump. My God, this thing he posted about Joe Biden in the White House of his portrait being like an auto pen signing, and then like the first 2 sentences of the plaque. I mean, it's not politics. It is, but it isn't. It doesn't matter. Sleepy Joe Biden was by far the worst president in American history, taking office as a result of the most corrupt election ever seen in the United States. But Biden oversaw a series of unprecedented disasters. Like, I understand that you don't like the guy, but it's in the White House. What are they going to say about you on their plaque when your time is cut? Like, it just sets a bad precedent.
He was an orange man, and he did a lot of weird.
Or which one, Tyler? He'll have 2 of them. So which one? I want to see what both of them say.
I think there's enough for both his plaques.
That's always said his biggest issue, man. Just cannot keep the mouth shut. As I said, cannot read the room, buddy. Read the room on that one. Yeah, that's a good loser of the week there. I think the Draymond one, obviously, you said there with it. What was this up with this weird Lions fan thing that was like?
It is really hard.
Like, I mean, he's up there with a plastic table. He's giving his own press conference about the DK Metcalf thing. He's got the Lions hat backwards. He's still calling DK by his full name. I mean, ultimate trolling going on in that situation. So, just I don't know. I mean, regardless. I mean, obviously, you know what he's being accused. I mean, it's just the whole situation. Lions not making the playoffs this week. This guy, I mean, like, you got this guy representing your fan base too. It's just like unbelievable. Loser of the week scenario for sure.
I know we're all grown adults here, but I cannot imagine going to a game just trying to make fun of someone.
I know.
I've never had my agenda of like, I'm going to make that guy's life hell today. Like, maybe it's got to be a different mindset. I mean, I'd be like, you know, you suck if you drop the ball or, you know, stuff like that, but not like where it's just like to have someone come over. Like, I mean, that's
like do internet research on the guy to try to get under his skin, basically. And that's kind of what you're saying. Like,
you got to have like a shitty life, right? I mean, to make someone else's life that bad. I mean, like you wake up to
A
like
man is giving a press conference in a Lions hat backwards with a folded table out doing it. Yes, that would. Yes.
like, what are
He
we
is
doing?
trying to do that. He is trying to get his 15 minutes of fame. He's trying to make that point. I've been a Lions season ticket holder for 15 years. I've been. It was just like good. I mean, that was. I was like, this is loser of the week
And
material.
it's like, how long
its
have you been
finest.
doing this for? Making fun of people 15 years? Like, that's how big of a dick you are?
Yeah, exactly. It's all that. So those are good losers of the week there. This week, flashback video. This is for you, Tyler. Niners Bears. Do we all remember the great
Colin? I thought it was going to be Kaepernick.
The Blaine Gabbert Niners Bears in overtime. The great
Interception.
I don't think this is ending well.
First and 10 from their own 29-yard line.
Well, maybe it does.
Gabbert goes deep for Torrey Smith.
Troy Smith. That's a name right there.
Torrey.
San Francisco, 49.
Troy Smith. Your flashback.
Torrey.
Or Torrey Smith, excuse me. Your flashback video of the week there. So Tyler, there you go with your. Can you beat the Bears on Sunday night? Blaine Gabbert did it. Come on, Purdy. You should be able to get it. The job done with it. You should be able to get it done. So there it is. Terrell, thanks for joining us this week. As
Thank
always,
y'all.
my friend.
Thanks, Phil.
Have a good New Year's. Have a good New Year's.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
All right. We'll see you guys for 253.